Hey everyone, it's Sam here and I'm back with another fun fold. I made this one during a recent YouTube live and I'm going to call it, it's just a bunch of pop-ups. So you just slide the belly band off and then you open up and you have these two little pop-ups on the little doors here, and then as you open it up again you have even more pop-ups. See, as you pull it out you have all of those different layers. I've added an aperture to this one, but you could keep it plain like this, or you could add an aperture to that one if you want. I've decorated the sides and it displays really lovely. And then you could have the belly band in the front. You've got all your space as always on the back to write your message, and then it all folds back down and will fit into a 5x7 envelope. If you don't want to do the belly band, usually when I do a belly band that is the envelope for me, so I'll probably end up hand delivering this one, or if someone wants an envelope I can always make one. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make it. So I've used my made to make kit, but I also pulled out all the verses because I'm going to have this one here. Sometimes it's nice to just send a card for absolutely no reason and just say hello, and then I've used the big hello die here. This is my kit. This is all sold out. It's a subscription kit, but just for those people that may be interested in signing up later on in the year. These are the kind of things that you can expect to see inside. There's also papers and there's also a booklet with all the inspiration, the samples and things like that. So for the main bones of it, you want a piece of 11x7, and along the 11-inch side you want to score at 1/2 inch, 3 inches, 8 and 10.5. And then because I wanted to stamp on the sides, I've already gone ahead and stamped and coloured in my images. They do bleed through because I've used alcohol markers. Obviously if you use coloured pencils then that won't happen, but if it does bug you, maybe you're selling your cards, you could easily put a piece of copy paper or something else over the top, or you could stamp and colour and cut your images separate and then stick them on, and that way you won't see any of that. Then for the doors you're going to want 2 pieces of 2.5x7, and then for those little extra doors you want 2 pieces of 3x3.5. Along the 3-inch side you're going to score at 1/2 inch. You want to do that on both pieces. Just fold and burnish those, ready for us to attach. And then for all of the internal pieces, you know, these are going to be optional. You might not want to add all of these. You also may want to go and change like the widths of them. So for example, like this set here, you might want to do that a bit wider and bring it up a bit, because it doesn't need to be flush with the bottom because the card stands up without these. You may want to have just this part here in the middle but a bit wider. So all of the lengths that I give you, you want to keep, but you can certainly change your widths if you're just going to go for the top or the bottom section. So we'll do the top section first, which is these 2 pieces. So you can see I've cut the aperture, but if you don't want to do that, just leave it. This is a piece of 6x2 3/4. Along the 6-inch side you're going to score at 1.5, 4 and 5.5. You just want to fold and burnish all of those score lines. Like I said, if you want to cut your aperture, I just took one of my square dies that would fit in there quite nicely. You could do a circle shape, oval, it could be a star, entirely up to you. And then this piece here is 3.25 by 1 3/4, and you're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1 and 2 3/4. Again, fold and burnish all of those score lines. And then for the bottom section, you want one piece of 5.5 by 3, and you're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1 and 5. Again, fold and burnish. And then this piece is 4.5 by 2.5, and you're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1.5 and 3.5. And again, fold and burnish. Okay. And then these little pop-ups, again, additional, you might not want these. So if you cut your aperture into this one, there's another little pop-up you can see in there. And then you'll see I've got the 2 pop-ups on the side here. If you don't want to add any of that, then you don't need these pieces. But I've got 3 pieces. I've got 2 different colours just because I wanted this one to match the frame for the inside of the card. But they are all 2.5 by 1/2 inch. And along the 2.5 side, you're going to score at 1/2, 1.5 and 2. And you just want to fold those like so. You want to fold this piece. Okay, so the 2 inner score lines, they're going to fold in to create your gatefold, and then these are going to fold back out. These are our tabs to stick everything else onto. You can see how that opens up. Now this is a 300 GSM smooth for the base. All of these pieces, you want a lighter weight for all of the internal bits, otherwise it's going to become too bulky. This doesn't have to be 300 GSM either. This could be like a 230. These are 2 to 220, 230, I think. Just that lighter, softer cardstock is what I would recommend, really, especially because you're going to be adding mats and layers onto this anyway as well, and that's going to soon strengthen it. So with this piece here, you want to take these 2 and we're going to stick them onto these tabs just to extend this piece to make it even longer. So I'm going to use my construction glue. I'm just going to run that all down each of these. More than anything, that the base, the bottom here, is nice and flush so the card doesn't rock. If you're a little bit off at the top, you can always trim that. The inside here, I've got this piece which I've cut just a little bit smaller. I just wanted a very thin white border. So this is a piece of 4 7/8 by 6 7/8, but if you want to do 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, so you've got a bigger border, you can. These two are going to go on the ends here, and again they're just a little bit shorter, so 2 3/8 by 6 7/8, but you could do 2 1/4 by 6 3/4 if you'd rather. So stick all those down next. Okay, then we can add these pieces. So these are going to stick behind here. You just want to make sure that you've got, I think it was 1 3/4. Yeah, 1 3/4 if you want it in the center from the top and the bottom. I'm just again going to take a little glue, just put that behind. As long as you get one side done, because you can just use this to line up the other side. And you just want that to make sure it wraps right around, push it right up like so. And if you carefully bring that over to there, and then take your other one, and you can just clip that under till they line up. Okay, and then if you open it up, and then I've got these two pieces which are going to go on either side, and again they're just a little bit smaller, so these are 2 3/8 by 3 3/8, but you could do 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. So now we can start adding all of our internal bits. So I'm going to start with the bottom first. So with the largest one, you want to fold and burnish all the score lines, and you want your single end, so all of those will have an end where there's 2 sections. They're always going to face outside. The one where there's 1 section is always going to stick to the sides. Okay, so take this one, you're going to run your glue, I need to fill this bottle up, all the way down your tab. Now I'm doing mine so it's flush with the bottom of the card, but you could bring it up a bit more. Like I said, your widths may be different to mine, but you're going to lay it flat and you want to bring it right up to that fold. Okay, make sure it's nice and parallel with the bottom, and then you can just fold that over. Now carefully bring this up, and then if you lay it down, you can just fold that over. Okay, so that one's in place, and now you want to add your glue to the outer of those 2 sections, and then you're going to fold both pieces under and then close the card. I like to do it this way because that way you know your card's going to fold flat. Again, just carefully bring that up, and you can see we've got our first pop-up, and then this one's now going to go on top. So this is the piece of 4 1/2 by 2 1/2. Again, you'll have a single end, and you've got this end that's got 2 sections. Okay, so it's going to sit on top of here like this. So again, we're going to take our glue, cover that outer section. Now this time I'm going to center it in this piece, so I'm bringing it up a little bit. It's about 1/4 inch on the top and the bottom, but again I'm pushing it right up to this piece here, and then fold it flat. Again, just carefully bring that up, hold it back down, and then take your glue, and the same again, you're going to fold both those pieces under and close the card. I'm just going to leave that for a minute now so that can all dry, because that bottom one's just lifted a little bit. Okay, so now bring those up, and we've got that base pop-up. You may want to stop there, you may want to do a big sentiment in the top section there. You might have things popping out from here. You know, there's all sorts you can do with this. Now with this one, I'm going to stick this one down so it's flush with the top up here. So this time I'm working on the left side, so I've just flipped it around, but it's the same principle. You've got the 2 pieces on this side and 1 on that side. So that's the one I'm going to add my glue to, and then this time I'm going to butt it up to this fold and keep it nice and flush with the top of the card, and close that down. Okay, and then again add your glue to that end little tab, and keep them both folded under, and go and close that down again, and then just carefully open that up, and you can see them all starting to pop up together. And then this one here, same way again, I'm going to add my glue, and you're going to butt it up to this one. Again, it's going to be in the middle of this piece. If I just fold that down, so it's the middle of that one, and just close that. You can open this side up a bit more if you want. Okay, and then fold that back again, and then that last one, and then fold those two under like so, and then close the card again. Give that a good burnish and just let that completely dry. Okay, so now we've got all our pop-ups. Now if you cut your aperture into that one, you can add this piece. So that's why I wanted it the same colour. It works the same way again. You've got an end that's got two sections, and then an end that's got one, and then you've got your centre. So that one where you've just got the one piece, just going to add a bit of glue. You might find some tweezers would be handy. If you know where you're placing your one with the aperture, if you are cutting it, you could probably add this one first. Now I'm going to do a similar layout to what I've got there. So I know that I want this one more towards the bottom. So I'm just butting it again up to this piece, this score line. Okay, and then just close it. Okay, so that's attached. Now before I stick it onto there, I've just realised I wanted to back this section. You don't have to do this, by the way, again, it's another extra, but I've cut this piece here because I wanted to create like a little scene within this box. So this is a piece of 2.5 by 2 3/4, and it's the same size as this box, but it would just slide in behind, covers up the tab as well, but it just gives a little bit of a background in that section. So I'm going to stick that down first. That looks nice and neat. And then with this one, again, you'll have the two sections. You're just going to add your glue to the end one again. Again, use your tweezers, fold those two under. Okay, so they've gone, both sections, the one without the glue and the one with the glue, have gone under that 1 inch one. And then close the card. And then carefully, when you lift that one up, you've now got this extra platform inside that you can put anything on. You might have a butterfly on there. Just a nice little extra. So the way I've attached that is the same way where you attach these. Now again, I want to do similar decorations to the flowers, so I'm going to have mine towards the bottom, but the one with the single side, put your glue on and stick it up to this fold, and again I'll do the same with that side, and then add your glue to the end one, and then fold those two under that one, which is exactly what I did for that if you couldn't quite see it. And then you can just, okay, and then again just carefully make sure your glue's dry, but that you can see that pop-up that you've got there. Okay, so that's all of the pop-ups in place. I've then cut myself a little frame. I just got a piece of white card, used the same square die that I used to cut this one, and then I just brought it down a little bit to create a frame. It's about 2 by 2 squared, so that's just going to stick around there just to pull it together a bit more. And then these are the mats that I've got to go on each of these sections. So this is 1 3/4 by 2 1/4. That's going to go there. Then I've got this one, which is 1 3/4 by 2 3/4. That's going to go there. And I've got the butterfly, which is 1 1/2 squared. That's going to go in that one. And then I was going to use this sentiment, "A friend like no mother," to go in the middle, which is from the stamp set, but I pulled out that other one which I showed you. Sometimes it's nice to just send a card for absolutely no reason and just say hello. So that is going to go right along the middle there. And then I've got my "Hello You," which is going to go on the belly band. So I've got all these pieces here that I've stamped and coloured, and I'm going to use these to decorate inside on the pop-ups, and then I've got a few left over for the belly band. Okay, so that is everything stuck down. How cool does this look? See all the bits there. Then it all folds down into your 5 by 7 size. So this is my belly band. This is just a piece left over from where I cut all of the other bits. So it is 2.5 by A4 length, but 11 inches would be fine. And then you just want to wrap it around. Don't want it so tight that they can't slide it off. So just wrap it. You don't want to score it or anything. Make sure it's all nice and straight. And then just add a little bit of glue where they overlap. If they don't overlap, then you can use, you know, your toppers to join it all up. But you should be okay. You should have enough with the 11 inches. Okay, and then just slide that off and then turn it around. So my join's on the back now. So, and then I'm going to do something similar to this one here. So I've got all of my elements there, but instead of the new home, I've got the hello. That's going to poke out the top. And then I've got all these bits here, and I'm going to have him on the side as well. So there's the finished card. So you just slide the belly band off, and then they have that lovely pop-up card. I think it's adorable. Absolutely love these. I think it's going to work great for so many occasions as well, because obviously you can just create any scene on this. It could just be covered in florals. I did say during the live, I think it'd look really nice as Santa's workshop. If you cut an aperture into this one, you could have all of Santa's helpers and you could make it look like the North Pole. I also think it would look really good if you've got any of the Peanuts collections. You could do this all in black and white so it looked like a comic strip, and all of these are like the different parts of the comic. A few people when I made it said it reminded them of a kitchen. I can't see that myself, but anyway, they thought it looked like a kitchen, so you could go down the whole new home route and decorate it like a kitchen, I guess. But I've gone for my lovely gnomes here, which I think look very sweet. I'm going to add some glaze onto this one as well. You can see where I've added it onto, you know, the toadstools and the wording there and the flowers, and it's on parts of the card there as well. As always, I will link, well, I can't link to these products because it's sold out, but I think I might have the sentiments. Some of those ones might be available. I'll link those below. I will link to my subscription though, because you can check that all out if it is something that you're interested in joining. But as always, give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed today. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos, and drop me a comment too, because I enjoy reading them. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.